Shock value drives engagement, and so I was like, you know what? Like, people have never seen a guy jerk off on LinkedIn, so why don't I be the first?
So now I'm like purely on Hinge for like work purposes, I guess.
Guys, is LinkedIn marketing effective?
Conversions are shit.
Conversions are really bad, but you can get a lot of like mind share.
You
I
get
guess.
consumer mind share.
Or you're inviting people to an event. That's how you go viral on LinkedIn.
In this episode, I sit down with my friends Cayden and Eunice. Eunice works at Sonder. She's a rising senior at Carnegie Mellon with 30,000 followers across social media and was previously the CMO at Siri. Cayden is a rising junior at Columbia, a model and influencer with 60,000 followers on Instagram, and the founder of Tally. This is a very unhinged conversation where we talk about virality on tech Twitter, spill the alpha on media distribution, and talk about how we're feeling about our gap years. Enjoy.
This is your first podcast?
Wait, no, I've been invited to them, but I keep fading them. I told you.
You didn't fade this one?
I didn't fade
Yeah.
this one. You're welcome.
Okay.
Wait, dude, this should be like B-roll for the actual
Shut
podcast.
the fuck up and let her start.
Can you guys actually help me with my Hinge profile?
All my tats were thought of under 24 hours before getting them done?
Yes.
Wait, how many tats do you have?
I have three tats.
Oh, no way.
I asked my dad to write a message that he wanted me to remember, and it was
Wait, you show
remember
the
who you
camera.
are.
You show the camera.
Oh yeah, remember who you
Wait,
are.
it's
I don't know
so
if it's
cute.
Yeah, and this was in his handwriting.
Wait,
and then I had this one. This is my first
I love
tattoo
you.
ever. This is my mom's handwriting. I love you. And then I got a random like bullshitty one,
Bruh.
which is a hummingbird.
Are we? Oh,
got
that's actually really like. Well,
It's really
wait,
detailed.
really
Okay,
dry.
it's
Why is it so dry?
It's dry because I just got it.
Oh,
I've
when did you
been
get it?
moisturizing.
Oh, I saw on your Instagram story.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, child, I'm in the tattoo
Are
parlor.
we- are
No,
we
I
tattoo
matched.
showing
I got
now?
it. I got
I
it
have
matched with my.
I do. Okay,
ring.
so I have.
No way.
Oh,
You gotta show the
I
Twitter. You're gonna go
Oh,
crazy
no.
on Twitter.
Okay, well, I have. This is my first tattoo. I got it when I was 16.
16?
16. Are you
Okay,
allowed to
it's
say that?
Do you see it?
Holy!
Wait.
Is that
Oh,
your
that's
dog?
fire. That's fire. That's fire.
Aw,
She got that
so
dog in her.
cute.
I have a tattoo. Okay, I got this in 2022, so I
No,
was.
you have a neck
I was
tattoo?
ahead of the game.
Neck tattoo.
But it says serendipity. Wait, can you like
Wait.
shirt down?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that's
Oh
fire.
shit, that is
Wait,
so
that's fire, that's fire,
That is
that's
so
fire.
fire.
I like
That
that,
is
I like
fire.
that.
When I first got it, I got so much shit for it because back in 2022, serendipity was like a Pinterest word, right? It was very
What?
live, laugh,
Oh yeah,
love,
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you
right?
mean.
Like
yeah.
people thought I was so cringe, and I got so much shit for it. Like,
Like
all
on
my
social media, like your high school friends?
no, my high school friends, every time they see like some like cringe serendipity type thing on the internet or in real life, they'll
No,
we had
deadass, like-
no, we had an entire group chat just to send serendipity in it, and I was like, oh my god! And now like this is a buzzword in whatever bubble we're in. Like
Yeah.
everyone's always talking about how their product is creating
Oh
serendipity
yeah,
and
like,
like.
oh, I need to go to these network events because then like you never know when like
Serendipity
happens.
happens, like, okay.
Like, all these things. Yes.
But yeah, serendipity, guys. I was ahead of the trend.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what's your first tag gonna
My
be if
tag?
you're gonna get one?
I don't think I'd ever get a tat
Oh,
because
really?
I hate needles. Like I only got my ears
I'm scared of
pierced.
needles.
What? Then how did you get a tattoo?
Wait, no,
when you were
'cause
It
16?
actually
I don't-
doesn't feel. It doesn't
feel
hurt
like a
at
needle.
all.
And also, if you
It
think
feels
about
like
it,
a cat
tattoos
scratch.
are like
Oh,
it's like
no,
10
no.
micro needles, but it doesn't look like a
Yeah,
needle.
like no freaky shit. It actually feels kind of good.
Freak.
No, like
for me-
it dead it feels like a cat scratch.
me,
and
it
like,
was, like, itchy.
No,
It's
no,
just
like
like- it's just
it
like
feels
cut,
like a
like this.
scratch.
It's like this.
Yeah, it feels like a scratch in a place
here,
that
I'll
you've
do it
never
to
been
you.
scratched before. It's great. No, you need to get one. You need to get one. Bro, if we're roomies, no, Chaewon. No, if we're roomies, we actually gotta get like tats.
No, I am not getting a matching tattoo.
No.
Pro. Pro.
If I'm a model, I can't get caught lacking.
How's modeling?
I was modeling.
How's modeling?
Dude, this shit is so toxic, but it's so fun at the same time.
Toxic. What do you mean?
Toxic. I mean, like people judge you by the way you look. Obviously, I mean that's how the entire thing operates. But you know, like I've been. I mean, there's like some people who like starve themselves and like do some shit just to, like people do drugs literally to make themselves skinny. How did I get into
Yeah.
it? I actually got scouted in the subway. In Times
subway?
Square actually. Yeah. I was hopping off the train and a lady tapped me on the shoulder. She was like, "I like your look. Have you ever thought about modeling?" Chaewon, why are you?
Okay, do you think you're like conventionally hot or editorial hot?
What does
What
that
does that
mean?
even
What does that even mean?
mean?
I'm a
What
model.
does
I don't
that
even know what that means.
mean?
Okay, you know how like editorial models are like, some of them are like a little funky looking, and that's
Oh
why they're
yeah,
a
yeah.
model.
Like they look like aliens. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean by
yeah.
editorial
Oh,
model.
I-
Like I don't mean it in a
I
derogatory
don't- I
way,
don't
but that's
think-
just like what
No,
that's what
I-
editorial model.
Yeah,
kinda
I don't
means.
think I'm conventionally attractive. I mean, I don't know. I think my. I actually don't know. Yeah, but like, oh, dude, people in the modeling industry look so interesting. Like you look at them and you're like, God made that. Like people look like aliens and they still look like. I mean, they book the most jobs. Like the more weird you look, the more jobs you get.
Have you walked on a runway before?
I have.
How was that?
It was actually crazy. So crazy story. I saw Ice Spice and what's her name? Naomi Campbell sitting front row at one of my shows.
Oh shit.
And like, you know, I was walking and this was like my first
Wait,
big
what show
show.
is this?
It's called Harlem Fashion Row. It was
Okay.
for New York Fashion Week, right? It was a really big one. We got published on like Vogue and all of that shit. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, my runway, right? I was walking down the thing and it was like my biggest runway that I've done. So I got really emotional. I was like, shit, this is like everything I've ever dreamed of. Cause like I've always wanted to be in high fashion and stuff like that. So I started tearing up. And it's funny because like if you go to my Instagram profile, you'll see a Getty Images photo, but you don't see my face because in that photo, I was tearing up. Like you could visibly see it, and it was the most
my
embarrassing shit
God.
ever. Like, yeah, like that photo will never see the
While
light
you
of
were
day.
walking on the runway.
Yeah, basically.
that's
But
crazy.
yeah, it was a very emotional and like sentimental experience that I'll always hold dear to my heart. It was like my first big runway. I'd say.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Whatever. Let her be. Let her be. Let her be.
No, Chaewon's full face needs to be in frame, bro. Hold on.
How do you create viral marketing content for a startup?
Bro, you are just a woman in tech. Like it's not easy, right? You're just a woman in tech.
Wow, he just completely dismissed everything.
No. Her
Like-
content, guys,
Guys, like
Eunice's
I
content
do
is
jack
great.
shit, you know, like,
No,
like yesterday I posted a video of myself
not clip that.
performatively
Do not
working,
clip that.
and like it got like 350 likes because I'm just performatively working, and you know what? It works. Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys are the problem.
No, her niche. If you guys don't know who Eunice is she posts on she posts on Twitter and LinkedIn about her Hinge dates and trying to sort of like convert her dates into users for her past company. But now she's at something else, huh?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it kind of works. It still works. Okay,
It does.
okay. We'll
Yeah,
save it.
that
Yeah,
really
but
is-
for Cayden, so I think like you are one of the founders of Tally.
Yeah.
This like habit tracking app.
Yeah.
You describe it as a habit tracking app.
Correct.
And your launch video of the guy gooning in the first fucking shot of the
Yeah.
ad went like super viral on Twitter. Everyone has seen it before. How do you think of like viral marketing?
So it kind of strikes parallels to like how we started Tally and like why we started Tally, right? So Tim and I, my co-founder, were like knew each other in high school through like online platforms because we went to Columbia and like we got into Columbia and we started texting each other, right? We found that we were both addicted to porn and
What?
you know
Wait.
yeah, both addicted to porn like as many young men
Wait,
are.
where'd
Digital footprint is cooked right now.
Well, yeah,
Cooked.
it already is. Yeah, so we were addicted to porn. Went into Columbia. I eventually got a girlfriend, so I didn't need to resort to those sort of materials. Tim sort of, you know, he was struggling with it a bit, and so I was like, look, I'm in a trifecta of problems here financially, right? One, I'm broke. I'm in New York, and three, I have a girlfriend, and so these do not mix well in terms of like, you know, my financial status. And I was like, look, I need to make a bet with you, right? Give me $10 every single time you jerk off. And so we did that for a bit. You know, we
actually did that with your friend.
We actually did that, and we did that on the honor code, which
How much
$10
did
is
you make?
low-key a lot.
I made a lot of money. Like my boba runs got funded. I got dinners funded by Tim, and you know it
Wait,
worked.
So
Like
how
the
much was he
psychology.
jerking off?
Look, we don't need. I don't want to expose my boy on camera.
Okay. In New York, so New York, a lunch or dinner, you got dinners funded. I would say it's around $30. $30 for
chill,
the
chill,
average
chill,
price.
you don't-
And boba run, that's gonna be at least
Okay,
$7.
we're cutting this. Cut this out.
So
Cut
if
this
he
out.
says
Chill,
that's
chill.
11 jerks in
Okay,
probably.
That's mad, bro.
Yeah.
But let's go back.
Okay, yeah.
Jerking off.
Yes. So, yeah, the $10 bet, right? And we realized the psychology behind it worked. His bad habits sort of like started to plateau and everything. And so we were like, okay, why don't we just generalize this a bit more? And so we started going to Butler, which is Columbia's biggest library and most famous library. We would study, and essentially what we would do is see who would tap out first. The first person to tap out owes the other person $10.
What do you
So
mean tap out?
tap
While
out as in like
studying
stop
or-
studying. Stop studying.
Okay.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
And so, what do you mean? What are you guys implying? So we realized the psychology behind it worked. There was a year and a half experiment. And so we were like, look, the job market is fucked. Why don't we just go out and build this thing? And so we did. We went super viral. I mean, we started with our soft origin story as like, you know, the start of the podcast. I mean, the start of the launch video. And we realized, you know, like I believe in a lot of shock value for like shock value drives engagement, and so I was like, you know what, like people have never seen a guy jerk off on LinkedIn, so why don't I be the first person to jerk off on LinkedIn? Well, I wasn't the first person to jerk off LinkedIn, but like you know,
Wait,
Yeah.
did you find previous people jerking off on LinkedIn?
no, this I was gonna be the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like only like people.
I'm a
jerking.
pioneer.
You're
I'm
a pioneer.
I'm a
He's
pioneer.
Frontier technology.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Frontier
yeah,
technology.
yeah,
Frontier
yeah. No,
technology.
never been seen before.
Damn. So
Revolutionary.
I think like I remember, your post is also probably like half rage bait too. I remember a lot
It
of
is.
people being like.
Oh my
like,
god, I
hating
love
on
the
you.
old people.
Like how
I
was
love
the
old people rage baiting.
reception to your launch video on Twitter?
Oh, on Twitter, everybody fucked with it. Everybody like you know, Twitter's like full of like crypto incels. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I saw you
Crypto,
got
it's-
hacked. I saw you got
I
hacked.
did get hacked.
Wait, how
That-
did,
that's
did you get your
something-
account back
I
yet?
did.
Wait, how
Well,
did you get it so fast? It took me 2.5 weeks.
I called a
'cause
friend
you
that's.
also got hacked.
I did get
Oh, you got hacked too?
By
I
a crypto
was-
person?
They launched a Believe coin under my name.
What the
Yeah.
They launched a tally coin under my name.
No, like I didn't know about it until
Eunice coin?
the Believe
Would
team
you
called
invest?
me and they were like, "Oh, did you launch a coin?" I was like, "What are you?"
Anyways, the idea got a lot of positive reception. We actually got more shares than likes, which is actually
Oh,
kind of crazy.
what?
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
interesting.
On Twitter?
Which mean no, on everything, Instagram, Twitter,
Really?
LinkedIn, everything, right? And so I realized that's like a really really good indicator for virality.
Yeah.
And so we like part of the shares is because of like it's a social accountability platform as well, like not only financial.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, so we should probably shift more, like or at least market towards like the social accountability part, right? And so I just actually filmed an ad like 2 days ago in LA about something that like pushes that idea forward. And so like yeah, we're leveraging that now for virality purposes.
I heard like on on Twitter and Instagram, like shares is what like pushes
Drives
your video out
everything.
to the algorithm.
Exactly.
But like for YouTube, you don't need to do anything. It's pure like
Yeah.
SEO and like thumbnails and stuff like that. Yeah.
But yeah, YouTube is kind of interesting. It's like your video could suddenly go like viral out of nowhere, like 5 years after.
Oh
you
yeah,
posted it.
shelf
I
life
kind
is
of-
insane for
Shelf
YouTube,
life
right?
on YouTube.
What
is
do you mean by
crazy.
shelf life?
As in, like you can make a video 10 years ago and suddenly it shows up on everyone's
Yeah,
algorithm.
so like on Instagram, it's like almost instantaneous, like TikTok as well. It's either you go really big or you like just stay stagnant and like your views tank. But for
Yeah.
YouTube, you have potential to go viral at any point in the video's like lifespan, basically.
Yeah.
What is your guys' like analysis on the difference in the algorithms between like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube? Like especially like Twitter too versus these like
Dude,
other like Gen Z
Twitter
platforms.
Twitter is so hard to crack.
Really?
Like look, the scammer that hacked my platform gained me like 600 followers
Wait,
or
dead
something.
ass?
Yeah,
Wait, so
I mean
they
I
were,
got
like
600.
doing more good
Because
than
they,
harm.
I mean, I guess, but like they, like I'm also getting threats. Like my dad got like 3
What? Your
calls.
dad?
Yeah, my dad got 3 calls. I don't know how the fuck they got my dad's number, but yeah, he got threats. He got calls. I got threats. Yeah, it was actually
from
fucking
who?
insane. Like the FBI talked about like
The
some.
FBI?
No, not by the FBI, but like the FBI posted on Twitter about like some crypto law that they just announced, and some people like tagged me. They were like, "Yeah, get this scammer Cayden out of here, like deport his ass or whatever." And he called me like hella slurs, and you know, like it was
like
actually
they
insane.
DM'd you or
No, like they publicly did this like in the.
Wait, I'm not
in the
gonna lie.
comments.
When I saw the post, okay, maybe it's because I know you, but when I saw the post, I was like, "This is so obviously a hack." Do
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
not realize that when they read this shit? Like, I feel like these hackers use the same template every single time. So, if these people are like monitoring the situation in crypto all the time, do they not instantly know that?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
just-
it is what it is. I feel bad for the people that did lose money, but like at
yeah,
the same time,
same, yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw his tweet and I was like, I immediately texted you. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
I
did.
sent you a screenshot
Like,
too.
Yeah, no, you two both sent me a text like, at the same time. Yeah, it was funny as fuck.
No, I like.
Like literally 30 seconds after I posted too. Like you guys are actually like chronically online on X,
That's
bro.
just not true.
No, you know that's true.
I just happen to be online.
Yeah,
Ah,
I know.
okay. It
Crypto's
just happens to be.
kind of fucked in that sense, but don't worry. There's real people building real technologies.
In
Okay,
crypto.
for sure.
Yeah.
That gives me hope in humanity.
Such as this company, which is called Succinct.
Cue that.
Succinct is building a ZK VM.
It's highly technical and legit.
If you're smart, you should apply to work here.
Eunice, how do you feel about Twitter and all these people? Like, I always see this guy named like Jonathan Liu, like very publicly
Jonathan Liu, talk about it. Please talk about it.
simping for you all the time. And
No,
all
he's
these people-
definitely watching
Or it's
this.
like even on like regular like, Instagram or TikTok, there's always people like referring to your name.
Yeah.
On
And, like,
Instagram and wait, there's I mean, it's like those like tech Twitter or TikTok accounts like Bootstrap founder, Mike built.
Do you know who that is?
No, I don't know who that is.
Ace claimed the account, but apparently that was fake.
Oh
so.
yeah, no, it's not actually Ace, but like we think we love you, Bootstrap founder. We think you're really funny.
Yeah.
Like keep doing that.
Shout out Bootstrap
Who
founder.
the
Yeah.
fuck is?
So he like basically shits on like all these Gen Z
Yeah.
startups. So
Is he the one who's like top 3 LARPers?
yes.
I,
Eunice
I'm
was
a
one
top
of them.
3 LARPer.
Eunice was one of them. Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about Instagram? Because you guys are both grinding like Instagram content too. Like how's Instagram different from like Twitter?
I think I mean Twitter feels a little bit more random to me actually. So I would have to say my Twitter, what do you want to call it?
Persona.
Not persona, but like
Presence?
my
Niche.
Twitter presence was like I was kind of lucky, right? Like for some reason I had a post that hit the algorithm pretty well. Actually, my very first tweet got like 30 likes, which is a lot for Twitter, I think, right? Because most people stay in the 1 like jail for like their entire lives.
Yeah.
But my very first tweet already had some sort of exposure. So I think I got really lucky there. And then I kind of found a formula, right? So
Formula.
a formula. So I was in New York, right? And I mean, for the last 3 summers, I was dating someone. So this was my first single summer
First
in New
single
York.
summer.
Damn.
So I was
okay.
like,
Oh,
okay,
shit.
I'm gonna
There's
like.
some lore I didn't even know about.
Okay, well, you don't actually know that much about me, even though we're like gonna be roommates. But anyways, we'll get there.
Damn,
We'll get there.
okay.
We'll get there. But like I love the show Sex in the City. I wasn't trying to do that, but I was like, okay, like I want to be like I just want to like see what's
Sex
up.
in the City.
No, I don't know. I feel like that's just like I don't know. It's just like I really like to meet people and I really like to hear people's stories, right? And I think Loki Hinge is a really easy way to meet very interesting people, right? So I was, so now I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on Hinge. Anyways,
That was the reason.
yes, I'm not looking for love. Sorry, guys.
okay.
She's
But,
a
like,
people person.
I'm a
She
people
wants to
person.
hear everybody's stories. She wants
I
to
do.
learn where people came from.
I do. I was on Hinge, right? And that was when I first started out working at, Series. So then in my job description, it says like working at a startup. And then people would ask like, what startup? And I would just say like, the startup I'm working at. And in that very first tweet that went like viral was this guy who searched me up and he was like, oh, Series.so sounds cool. And I was like, want to be a user? And that got like 500 likes.
Wow.
So then that's how I knew like, okay, like people kind of like this like Hinge baits, rage baits sort of situation. So now I'm like purely on Hinge for like work purposes, I guess. Like I can read it. I screenshot every single like startup related Hinge comment that I have. I can like go through it if
Yeah,
you
go
want.
through
But
it
like
right now.
I found a formula that works. I kept doing it and it kept getting likes and I was like, okay, like I guess I'll have to be the Hinge girl now.
do
but
what
like
works.
you do what works, right? But obviously I try to mix it in with other stuff. But
Yeah.
that's like a working formula.
I used to like want to grind media basically. Like I last year I was kind of like, oh my god, it's my destiny to become an influencer. It's my destiny to do short form content. My destiny to go viral. And then I made a bunch of like videos on Instagram and I was like, very passionate about like crypto at the time. I was very passionate about like unconventional lifestyles and people who were like different from other people, escaping the matrix or whatever, like all that bullshit. But then all this content I made that I was like actually very passionate about like never ever got traction. But all the bullshit videos I made about like, oh my god, haha, like the UCLA lunch lines are so long would always like go viral. Like the most retarded memes would like always go viral.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously media, you don't always have to do the most meaningful thing
Yeah.
to get traction and to make things work. Like, have you guys ever
Yeah.
felt that like frustrated about that where it's like, I want to do something meaningful, but also I don't have to do the most like valuable, important thing for it to get traction and for it to get views and like vanity metrics and all that.
For Instagram, I feel like it's really easy to go viral. You just make something that's very shareable and relatable. But I find with those, like I would get like 3 million views and like a very, very small percentage of those will convert, right? And so if you're trying to like it depends on goals. Like if you want to be noticed in the street, yes, do that. If you want to grow an authentic audience that, I mean, maybe like later you could sell to, or like people that you basically like a cult following, you build more quality content, things that'll get lower views but higher conversions, right? Like a 30 or 50,000 video will get higher conversions than a 3 million video that was just purely based on virality, like just things that people get shared to people, and just like, it's just memeable content. So I mean that's my take on it.
No, I agree. there's definitely a meta on like Instagram to post every single day, and it's just more so like talking videos, and those convert for some people whose entire brand is to like talk about like a controversial topic, or like they have a very specific niche. Like some
Eric
people,
O.
sure, like Eric
Yeah.
O, like Prosper, like they have a very specific niche when they do these talking videos, so there is a reason to follow them. But for other people, it's a little bit more like dispersed, right? So then people don't have like a real reason to follow them, and they only like or save that one particular video. So like for that, that's like more virality based. But if you want to build a quality audience, you have to have a very specific niche that people want to follow. And I don't know, for me, like originally I think my startup was very tied to my brand, but now that I left what I was doing before, I'm trying to be more intentional with my content and do things that I actually want to do. And I personally don't really care about my numbers. I just kind of care about creating what I want to create. So yeah, it's a mindset thing, and it's just seeing like what your priorities are, right?
Yeah, and kind of like on the topic of series. So, we already know Cayden, he had this like super mega viral launch video with like Tally. You also had a very viral video with series related to the whole Hamptons show that like got the attention of everyone on tech Twitter. I'm wondering like, and also you told me that you're the one who planned out the entire reality show. Like, I'm wondering if you can like kind of talk about that or talk about the entire experience of.
Okay, so the original idea, so we were just trying to think like, how do we get more users or whatever, and then Sean and Nathaniel was like, okay, what if we get interns to people to work for us, fly them to Manhattan because we were based in New York, and like just have them like we all work together in an apartment in Manhattan. Manhattan's really expensive, and this was around 4th of July, and like 4th of July, it's like culture to go out to the Hamptons. So they saw a lot of like stories and all of that of people out there doing a cookout or a pool party. So they were like, why don't we like host something in the Hamptons? Let's host a reality show. Let's put some money on it because everyone loves money. Like, just quick tangent. On LinkedIn, if you want to have a highly shareable post, you either talk about how you don't have a job or an internship, you are giving away money, you're giving away anything, honestly, or you're inviting people to an event. That's how you go viral on LinkedIn. So yeah, so like we're like, okay, let's host a reality show in the Hamptons. And it just happened like a day after that idea came up. We had this like Gen Z intern event in New York that we had to go to. So we thought that would be the perfect way to soft launch it. So I made a bunch of like cards with QR codes on it, and then we went to the event. I recorded Nathaniel at the time. He was invited to do a talk. So after the talk, when everyone was just mingling, he stood up on the table and he announced the entire idea. And I was filming all of this, and I like recorded it and posted it. And at first, like I would say the traction was pretty slow at first, but in like I think a day after.
Oh, LinkedIn's like that. Yeah.
No, not on LinkedIn. This was on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter.
A day after, it started going viral, but it's like a very controversial viral because it actually has 1.1 million views, but only like 700 likes. Like that's like abysmally low ratio, right? And in the comments, everyone was calling us stupid, right? Like, what are these kids doing? What are they doing? But that definitely caught the attention of a lot of people. And when we saw that it had traction on LinkedIn, we also on Twitter, we also posted on LinkedIn, and that got a lot of attention from both students and VCs. So we have over like 2,000 likes on that, which would probably convert to like at least 600, 7,000 impressions. And everyone was really interested in it. People were signing up. VCs were asking us about it. It was just like, it was all over the place. And then that's when I kind of thought of like, let's use this attention and, convert these people into users. Yeah, okay, so like that's the main purpose for all of this. So then I came up with the idea of having an intern race, right? So we do have like 12 seats in the Hamptons house. So okay, once we got validation for this, we decided to full send it. We looked to our house, which someone sponsored, and we did all of that. But we were like, okay, let's figure out a way to use this hype to find our 12 like contestants. So then I like had these people compete for the seats, which that went
really viral on LinkedIn.
That went pretty viral on LinkedIn for 4 days. My entire feed were people talking about how they're racing to the Hamptons. Like I made a website in 2 hours, had people sign up on it, and we had them do different tasks for us, which is it was part to show us their commitment to joining the show, and it also served as marketing for us.
Wait,
yeah.
Guys, is LinkedIn marketing effective? Because I personally, I never go on LinkedIn because
Conversions are shit.
Conversions are really bad, but you can get a lot of like mind share.
You
I
get
guess.
consumer mind share.
You
A
get
lot
consumer
of
mind
consumer
share.
mind share, bro.
Like I would say like maybe like 50,000 views might convert to like one user.
Oh wow!
Like I'm not even kidding. The conversions are really bad on LinkedIn because okay, I think impressions on LinkedIn don't mean shit. Like, I think even if you scroll past it, it might count as an impression. I think.
Yeah. No, like if you reload the page, like if you watch it and then go scroll down and then scroll back up, that counts as another impression. Like every interaction with the video, or like every like view of the video.
But like when you're like marketing, when you're trying to, at least for a series, we were networking for entrepreneurs, right? So the place that they all congregate would be on LinkedIn, so that just made sense to be our battleground.
The Twitter post about the Hamptons show rage baited a lot of people. How did you feel when you got a lot of these quote tweets of people being like hating on you? In general, how do you guys get over hate on social media?
I personally think I have pretty thick skin, so if a stranger is making fun of me on the internet, I don't really care because I don't know these people. And yeah, like there's really no point on dwelling on all that hate. And also I just feel like at least on Twitter or just LinkedIn, all these older people are hating on this younger Gen Z type of marketing. Like it makes sense, right? Like if I was an older person watching us do this random crazy stuff that we find fun and gaining success off of it, I would be kind of jealous too, right? So then I don't really think too much about it. It's when I wouldn't say my close friends, but people that I know who are like, what is she doing? That's when it like kind of irks me. I'm like, damn, like these people actually know me. They know who I am. And like maybe what I'm doing for this marketing, it doesn't really align with who I am. But like that's when it hits me a little bit more. But like in general, I'm pretty like insensitive to the online like opinion of me, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what about
I mean,
you?
frankly, I mean, just to put it short, I really don't give a fuck unless it like actually affects people around me. So like, when I got Twitter scammed, like when they called my dad and sent him threats, I was like scared as fuck. Like I'm not gonna lie, like, but when it comes to me, I really don't give a fuck. Like they said that they sent Colombia like a few emails about like me scamming all these people. Like I like at the end of the day, like I'm sure Colombia gets a lot of those. Like it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah. I'm wondering like, so Eunice, you told me that you planned out the entire show. You planned out like the logistics. You wrote the script for the entire show. And Cayden, you were one of the people who was on the show.
I invited him to the show.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I was like super like up in the air about it because we were gonna launch Tally actually like on the first or second day that the show was gonna be on. But I was like, fuck it. Like, I mean, I could win 100K. Like, that'll go directly to Tally. I'm a very competitive person at Spirit. So I was like, if I'm going to go, I'm going to win. So
when you're doing any sort of like marketing campaign, like obviously the content itself has to be good, but like in this time of age, what's like way more important is like the distribution of that content. And I'm kind of wondering, like, you guys can both talk about like you when you're thinking about like visualizing how it would look like, how it would be, and for you, like how was like the actual experience of that maybe.
Yeah, so I can't really speak on like the actual show or how they're gonna go about distributing it because I left the team before then. But when we were planning the show, when we announced it, that was during the last 2 weeks of Love Island, right? And Love Island is like very popular right now. Well, I guess it is still popular, but I really tried to like utilize that idea to market our show. So we actually had 3 different TikToks go viral on TikTok about marketing Love Island for Gen Z interns. So that's how we got a lot of attention from mainstream people, like people outside of tech, people outside of SF. We had a lot of people from like Alabama, Ohio, like these like really? Literally like not like
Wyoming?
The most untech adjacent people were reaching out to us to try get on this show. And we also had a lot of like kind of like college level influencers who reached out wanting to be on the show. And like this was pretty exciting for us, right? Because I think there's one big issue in like startups where it's like it is an echo chamber, right? Like you're making a lot of UGC content. Yes, it increases the mind share within our bubble, but it doesn't actually go outside the bubble, right? Yeah. So that was like our like first penetration outside tech Twitter, right? So that was pretty exciting for us. And we tried to utilize that. We when these people reached out, we're like, okay, how can we integrate them into the show? How can they make us known in a more like normal side of like younger people, right? So so yeah, we invited them on. We invited them to New York. We made a launch video with our host, which was Caitlin Carmichael. She was a child actress. She was on, I think, like Good Luck Charging.
We all love
Wait, guys,
Caitlin.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I gotta pee so fucking bad. You ask me because you
Go piss, girl. Go piss, girl.
So fucking
Pee together.
Okay, you can do a solo
okay,
shit.
Kaden,
Yo.
Solo
just
show.
talk about what you can.
All right, guys. So they're out, taking a piss, and I'm here by myself. I don't know what else to do. I guess I'm a fashion creator, so I'll give you guys a fit check. Watch by, I don't know the brand of the 22kg. Give me a joke. Oh fuck, they're back.
Have you been clip farming?
Yeah. Hold on. Wait, go back. Leave.
Are we apartment hunting after this? Like, I'll set up some
Look,
Zillow
but
tours right
you
now.
canceled
Oh,
it.
we need to cook
No,
for
but he
fine
also-
shit. Because he needs to cook for fine shit.
Yeah,
after
I
this.
do. Apparently it's dinner though.
Dinner.
She changed it to dinner because apparently
Basically,
she has
he set up a
meetings.
date with a girl to have a date with the girl's best friend. Or
No,
some
okay,
shit.
wait. Let me give you guys the rundown. So basically, I was talking to this girl. Wait, she's probably gonna see. Actually, no, she's
might
not a
see
tech
it.
Twitter girl.
Okay,
Basically,
okay.
is this going on LinkedIn? No, it isn't, right?
No,
Okay.
I am not.
You're not that incelly. Okay, anyways, yeah. So this girl and I were like texting for like I don't know 2 to 3 days or whatever. I invited her to this go to market / marketing networking event yesterday. Nerdy as fuck. I mean, I didn't meet Sarah there, but
We
Sarah-
linked up again.
Sarah was there
Post
last
Central
time.
C sneak in.
We actually met at a Central C concert, and then Eunice pulled up as well. The girl pulled up, she pulled through, so we started talking for a bit. I'm friends with her best friend as well, and so I was talking to her best friend. I was like, "Yo, you need to hook me up. Like, what can I do?" And so she was like, "Yo, pull up to the office tomorrow." And we'll have a cooking competition, and so us three are gonna do the blind, deaf, and mute challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Apparently she likes Italian food, so we're gonna cook some pasta.
Pasta's easy.
Fuck! I
You
didn't.
can't fuck up
I
pasta.
didn't watch videos. Fuck! Last
but
night.
you can't
Last
fuck up
night,
pasta.
last night I was too tired, but the plan for last night was to watch a shit ton of YouTube videos and understand like master a recipe. But I didn't do that. So between now and like 6 p.m. I have like 5 hours to master a recipe, and I have to go grocery shop. Bro, I'm putting like all my eggs in this one basket, but like, yeah.
It's okay, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we believe it. Eunice, we believe in him.
And
We do believe
guess
in
where we're
him.
posting this of all places, LinkedIn.
No, last night we all hung out and we were just saying like
Dude,
this
we're
is
just,
such
like,
a niche
micro-influencer
influencer on
Bro.
LinkedIn. Like we have a combined
It's-
like
no.
maybe 50 no like 40k
Oh,
LinkedIn followers.
40K
on
is like
LinkedIn.
No, 40K on LinkedIn is like 500,000 followers on Instagram. Like I
True.
swear, like and
no
we
LinkedIn
all, like,
followers are like
like you definitely have a cult following, like, and on the other people as well. So like if people like actually noticed us from LinkedIn, they would be fucking fangirling. It was
like they're like high, like I would say LinkedIn / maybe
Not me, by
Twitter
the way. I'm not-
followers
I'm
are like
not-
high quality followers. Like they
Yeah.
will actually keep up on your life. Like
Yeah, no,
Instagram
LinkedIn-
followers like are more casual.
Instagram
right?
and TikTok, like they come and go. YouTube and LinkedIn are like the
they
very
stick around.
no, they're like cult following.
Yeah, I love you guys, my LinkedIn followers.
We're all about to take a gap year. We're all grinding on something of our own, like our own project.
Mm-hmm.
We're all about to take a gap year in fucking SF, which is a really depressing city. Obviously, it's like everyone's like wet dream to like drop out of school and like do like a unicorn
That shit is
startup.
I
so
really
hot
don't
for
think dropping out of
sorry,
school is
Connor.
sexy.
Yeah.
Like having
I think it's
drop out-
sexy.
I don't think it's sexy.
I think it's sexy.
not
It's
sexy.
really
It's
sexy.
really not sexy.
I don't know how you guys feel about this, but like I'm actually really fucking scared because I think the one thing that kind of registered in my mind is that my success is like entirely up to me. But just the fact that like we're all doing kind of something different from like a lot of our peers, and just like how do you guys feel about this?
I feel like I had the entire summer to kind of like get used to the sense of non-normalcy, right? Every Sunday I would grab dinner with my friends from school and they're all talking about, like finance stuff and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, I went on a helicopter last week. And they
Yeah.
just cannot like comprehend what I'm doing. And like half of them, like my friends are obviously supportive, but they can never see themselves doing it. And like, although they're supportive, there's always like a tinge of like, damn, like, what are you doing with your life? Like, what if this doesn't work? This just doesn't seem like a real job. But I think I'm in a lucky enough position where hypothetically, if this doesn't work out, I still have something to fall back on. So I'm like personally very lucky for that. But I'm just like really, I'm a strong believer of like go with the flow, and like everything will work out if you make sure it does. And I'm just doing the best I can, and I think that's the most important, right?
Mm-hmm. What about you, Cayden?
Wait, what was the question again?
Like, how do you feel about taking a gap year to do your own startup? Like, are you scared?
Dude, I've realized in my life, like I'm very, very grateful for opportunities to come my way. Like recently, my New Year's resolution is to say yes to everything. Like not be a yes man. I was
New
like,
Year's
but yes,
was
say
like
yes.
8 months ago.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. like saying yes to opportunities. And I realized like, I'm already blessed to be at Columbia. I could take a gap semester and still be at Columbia, right? So might as well just like learn.
Well, we'll
Okay,
just
one
keep
camera
on that
left.
camera.
One camera left.
Camera left.
One camera left.
We're just
Okay.
that talkative.
Basically, like I've come to a decision that like, my purpose in life is to create things, right? And so going all in on my purpose is the only thing that I can do to maximize my dopamine and maximize my satisfaction in whatever I do, right? And so I realized that like, if I don't go all in right now, then when else am I going to go all in? Like I'm 19 years old, I have nothing to lose. But
one more camera.
Last camera, guys.
like if it all goes wrong, I go back to school, which is already a blessing. So
Yeah.
I'm not really scared
I'm
at all.
technically not taking a gap year. Like I'm actually just trying to graduate
International
early.
ass.
So like,
Oh, no cameras left. Do you want to use mine?
Let's use your camera. This is the most jank. That's fine. It's for the
Yeah.
bit.
We're down to the final camera, which
Final
is my
Final
camera.
camera.
It looks really good, actually.
This looks good.
But what was I saying?
International. You're talking about
International.
me,
Like you're.
Oh, I'm just gonna graduate early and just full send it, and that's because I believe in what I'm doing, right? So I'm willing to take the risk, and I'm willing to see how it pans out. And honestly, I don't think I'm lucky enough to be in a good enough like my baseline is pretty high, I would say. So even at my lowest, I'm still doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I think like I
But
really
you're talking about like financially or what?
just in general in life, my rock bottom is not that low. I think in perspective. So
That's good. That's good.
I'm confident that I can do what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. What about you, Sarah?
Yeah. What about you?
Answer the question.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like. Okay, at least for me, I just personally I hate school so much.
Really?
I
kind of miss school.
so
I'm not gonna
much.
lie. Like me deciding to accelerate my final year makes me kind of sad. Like
Yeah.
I miss just hanging out with my
Oh,
friends.
you do like school?
I kind of do. I mean, Pittsburgh is in the middle of nowhere, and it's like kind of a college town sort of vibe, and I'm kind of nostalgic for it. It's like very little. You have very little responsibilities. You go to school, you hang out with your friends, you just like go to wine Wednesdays or whatever. It's just like a very easy life. And sometimes I like when I'm feeling lazy, I miss it a lot. But like on to better things.
Yeah. I think like the thing for me, like I was in the most like existential spiral of my life for like a solid like 6 months. And then I started getting into crypto. Then I started like traveling a bunch and like doing a lot of crazy things, which like that was like the whole other past phase of my life. But I feel like I don't know, I have a lot of like life reflections, I guess, is what I'll say. But now all I'm thinking about is making this podcast rip, basically.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And I just having a lot of fun with my friends and like
Yeah.
just doing something, doing something that is like not fucking useless.
But yeah, we're all high agency. That's it.
We're all high agency.
That was
And
really
we're-
cringe.
We're ready. We're ready.
We're ready to take on whatever's out there.
We're ready to be roommates.
Oh,
Wait, do I
God.
pass the roommate test?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I?
No.
No.
We'll have to discuss after this
We'll discuss
podcast.
Yeah.
Check out Sonder.
And Tally.
And succinct.